Hey everyone, welcome back to the Fuji Guy's channel. My name is Gord. The Fujifilm X-T3 is a great camera for stills photography, but it also has many advanced features when it comes to video. In this video, I'm going to spend a bit of time talking about some of the top features available with the Fujifilm X-T3, go over some of the setups, and give you some tips and tricks on getting the best results from your Fujifilm X-T3. If you want to find out more about using video with Fujifilm X-T3, keep on watching. For this video, I have firmware version 2 installed in the camera. Available in December of 2018, firmware version 2 offers a number of improvements versus previous firmware versions, including Hlg video, hybrid log gamma. This offers the ability to have both highlights and shadows captured in the same scene with better tonality through the highlights and shadows. It also offers, when recording in H.264, data throughput of up to 400 megabits per second versus the previous 200 megabits per second. There's also the option of having simultaneous output of both F-Log as well as film simulation. So if you have a data recorder as well as an external monitor hooked up, you can record the F-Log to the data monitor as well as having the film simulation to the external monitor. The X-T3 offers improved autofocus capabilities when recording videos over previous models. Now there's eye detection as well as face detection. To go into those settings, power the camera on. If you don't already have it, you can rotate the top command dial around to movies. Otherwise, you do have the option of scrolling through the various menus. Pushing the menu button, and if you look on the third page, if I use the front command dial, I can actually scroll one page at a time as opposed to one line at a time. Using the rear command dial or the joystick lever allows me to scroll down one line at a time. Go to face or eye detection settings, and you can change from off through a number of different options, including left eye, right eye, whether you want to have it automatically determine whether it's the left or the right eye, or just have it where it's face detection and not eye detection. Let's take a look at the various 4K recording options inside the X-T3. When I hit the menu button, if I've got my command dial set to the movie mode, it'll go immediately to this page. Otherwise, I can scroll through the menus to be able to get to the same section. Top line is movie mode. Here's where I choose my various aspect ratios, whether I want to shoot in DCI 4K or UHD 4K. Then I have the various frame rates from 2398 to 59.94. I also then have, scrolling further to the right, have the option for my bit rate. The next line down is where I choose my compression and whether I choose H.264 or H.265 HEVC. When recording in H.264, internally, I am limited to 8-bit recordings. In order to get 10-bit recordings internally, I need to go to H.265 HEVC. If I'm recording externally, it makes no difference which recording scheme that I'm using. Then I have my movie compression mode, either long GOP or group of pictures. That's what most people would use. I also have the option for all intra. When I'm using all intra, it ends up being a much larger movie file. However, for most people, long GOP is sufficient. The X-T3 offers a number of film simulations when recording video. This enables you to quickly and easily edit your videos without having to worry about grading them. There's even Eterna, a film simulation that many videographers like to use for the natural skin tones and overall pleasant looks that film simulation offers. There's also F-Log or flat profile, and that enables you to grade the video afterwards if you're looking for that. And there are lookup tables to be able to grade that flat profile F-Log afterward. There's also hybrid log gamma or HLG available on the X-T3. To get into those settings, you need to go into the video settings, and on page 2, down towards the bottom is where you'll find your various combinations. Here I have the choices of recording my film simulation to either the SD card or externally if I'm wanting to. Down at the bottom of here is where I'll find HLG recorded to both the SD card as well as externally. I should point out that when you are wanting to record in HLG, you are having to record in H.265 HEVC only. The video performance of the X-T3 has been improved significantly, and along with that comes audio options and improvements as well. Taking a look at the options, going into the menu, you'll find the options are on page 4 of the menu for audio. Scrolling down to audio settings, now I can choose various things, including my internal microphone adjustments. And if I choose manual, I actually will see the various levels on the screen. As I move up and down, I can make my adjustments if I want to. Similarly, when I have an external microphone connected, I can have the option for either automatic or I can adjust my levels accordingly. I also have a mic limiter, which helps prevent the popping that you sometimes hear if there's just too much volume at the wrong time. There's also a wind filter to help cut down if you're in a windy situation, as well as a low cut filter for that bass to try and drop that out. It does also have the option for the various headphone volume controls. On the side of the camera is where we'll find a number of ports that improvements over previous cameras. There's a 3.5mm microphone input, as well as a 3.5mm headphone output. You don't have to have the optional battery kit to be able to have the headphones. There's also a USB-C port, which depending on the power supply that you have, you can actually power the camera using that USB-C port. And there's a micro HDMI port for connecting up an external recorder or a monitor as well. On the Fujifilm X-T3, like many of our other cameras, you have separate controls and film simulation options when recording stills and videos, and they are independent of each other. So I can have it set up, the camera set up, so I have, when I'm recording stills, shooting in Velvia, and when I'm recording videos, shooting in Eterna with different film simulations and adjustments within there. To make those adjustments, when you're in the movie command mode, it will go straight into there. Otherwise, you can scroll through the menu options to get to the movie settings. And from within here, I have my settings, including film simulation, as well as the different dynamic tones, as well as highlight and shadow control. In addition to that, on the last screen, page 5, is where I'll find my movie silent control. Once I enable that, now it locks out my aperture and shutter speed controls on the camera, and I'm actually using the dials on, or the buttons on the back of the camera screen to be able to make my adjustments. I will see that there's actually a setting for within there, and here's where I can change my various settings between the shutter speed, the F number, and it's all done by touch, which makes it for a much silent operation when you're recording videos. And those are just some of the features that are available when it comes to video with the Fujifilm X-T3. Hope you enjoyed. If you should have any questions or comments about this video, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. We do respond to all relevant questions. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and you'll be notified whenever there's a new video uploaded. Look for us on Twitter at Fuji Guys. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And until next time, I'm Gord of the Fuji Guys. Thanks for watching.